Hello. Oh, hello, welcome. Welcome once again. If this is your next time, or if it's your first time, it's my pleasure to greet you here in this place, this library, this laboratory, this cave of ancient delights and things like that. So I'm an animator, and as people have asked several times in the catalogs and all that about the Bumbling Gentleman, I don't know nothing about. In any event, I'll tell you some things about what I do. And I do computer animation now, as it's three-dimensional, also known as CGI, which stands for Can't Grasp Intelligence and things like that. So when they say, what's it like what you do? And I'm saying, well, it's not exactly like, what Ray Harryhausen was doing with his monsters and stuff, like he was doing stop motion animation, God bless him. And so what he would do is he had a model just like this, and I stole it from his gravestone and stuff, and then he'd move it a little bit, get out of the way, go click, click, with the movie camera that took 1 frame at a time, and then he would position it to the next position, and after several days and weeks and months and stuff, at 24 frames a second projected back, we had stop motion, and of course the motion started, and we had things coming to life, and it was fantastic. In fact, it was so fantastic back then that the Godzilla people at Toho said, hey, we want to make this monster movie, this great monster movie, and they did and stuff. And so, it was like Godzilla, and they said, we want to make it just like Ray Harryhausen with stop motion, and it was like, no, it's going to cost too much, put a man in a suit. And in any event, but we will get back to the Godzilla in a moment. So stop motion, and what did we have for stop motion? Well, we had go motion too, which was Dragon Slayer. Was it Dragon Slayer? Dragon. An object that you moved around and shot 1 frame at a time, and you blurred a little bit. It made go motion and stuff, and so we had stop motion and the wonderful animation of puppets like marionettes. So it's a creature on strings and stuff, but that's more. It's not what I. That's put that away. Back up on the thing. Can you see Godzilla up there? I don't know if you do. In any event, so what was I talking about? Oh, stop motion, and so wonderful Henry Selick working with Tim Burton. I keep me coughing here because you should always have a coffin, and there I am coughing. And if we open up my coffin, I have Jack Skellington and Sally, and Jack and Sally for the Nightmare Before Christmas was stop motion animation, delightful work and stuff. And so here we have the kind of stuff. We said not exactly, but this is the foundation for what I do. So people say, well, what do you do? And so I do stuff like Toy Story. So they say, oh, that's computer animation. I understand that, to infinity and beyond. Listen carefully.
Buzz Lightyear to the rescue! Buzz Lightyear to the rescue! Buzz Lightyear to the rescue!
Three-dimensional computer animation, and don't forget, like we should always be. We all should be wild. So there's the wild things. There's nothing to do. It's inspiration and stuff like that. So I've showed you a lot of my stuff, and did I say the coffin? That was the coffin and the like. And so here we have. So what we do is we have models. It's imaginary. It's inside the computer, and in there we have. Okay, I'll be very scientific. We start with a dot, and we take 2 dots and you put them in the sky, geometrically identified, and then you draw them together and you get a line, and you put 3 dots and you get, what do you get, a triangle? Is that a triangle? It's a shape and stuff, and it's a surface, and so you get a lot of those and you put them together and it makes an object. But remember, it's pretend. You just pretend. So the computer can do that. So I take all these pieces together and I put them, and I make an imaginary character called the Bumbling Gentleman. Perhaps, I'm not sure about this Bumbling Gentleman character. Let me see. This is not the Bumbling Gentleman. This is a gnome, okay? there's a similarity there, the beard department and stuff. But so if you didn't see the back of my head, I have to cover that up in post. So and then we have sort of put the characters together, and the character has parts, and so and all of these objects that fit together like pieces of a human and stuff like that. They all have joints and stuff like wrists and elbows and shoulders, or shoulders and knees. Can't see, and so I can bend my wrist and it moves here. Now if I blow my elbow, there's this whole arm thing. It's just joints goes. And I go, oh, stop it. So, stuff like that. And don't forget, we have giant robots available in the lobby. I think Kevin and stuff like that gave it to me. Well, actually, I stole it from Kevin or whatever. Clearing the throat. Hands can come off, you know, and maybe a leg will come up, and maybe another leg and stuff, and then maybe you can even detach a head and things like that. So either you have just about seen or are about to see my latest experiment in artificial intelligence, where just like an imaginary computer, I can take a picture, an image, and I can give it to the computer. It's all pretend imaginary, and I can say make animation out of it, and it does. Dramatic pause. Well, there you go. I don't know if I have any more toys to show. I could show you. No, I don't think so.